Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today I'm going to be playing a version of Mortarbait that's a little bit different from what I usually play. We are going to be playing some Mortar Miner Bait, and I've seen this deck kind of make an appearance. Some people in my clan use it, but I've seen it make it a bit of an appearance into the meta, and so I figured that I would play it and give it a try, and, you know, show you guys the Mortar Master playing it, because that's just what I do. As we frickin' voice crack. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what's going on. I shouldn't be going through puberty. I guess I'm going through it a second time at the age of 24. That is absolutely horrendous. I don't know what to say. Let's go ahead. We got the bats there for the cannon card. There's no way that locks onto the tower. Okay, I was about to say, if he lets us lock onto the tower, he's absolutely crazy, but we aren't going to lock onto the tower. That's okay. Okay, I'm just going to log here, and then I'm going to play the Mortar to pull that Hog Rider. I was really scared that the Mortar pulled that, or pushed that Hog Rider out of range of the Mortar there. That would have sucked. I think I'm going to ignore it because the Hog Rider should get one hit, I think. And I'm okay with that. We can just leave it at that, especially because we got a Mortar shot. It kind of balances out. And then, you know, we can figure it out from there. Let's go ahead and play the Goblin gang right here just to counter all of that, and then we'll wait and see what he's doing. Now, honestly, guys, with this deck, one thing I would recommend, I don't know why I played the Miner there. That was not a good play. But with this deck, one thing I would recommend is really make use of your Miner. You know, there isn't necessarily going to be like that perfect push where you can just guaranteed get a ton of damage, but you know, every single time you try, even if you waste 3 elixir, give it a try, because if you can get that like lock or get that connection with the Miner on the tower and everything else, you are going to slam your opponent. Let's go ahead and play the Goblin gang here to take out the Hog Rider, and then that should also help out with the bats a little bit, so we can maybe get some damage. One more shot out of that Mortar would be awesome, which we do get, so this is a really good start. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and log the Princess. I feel like that is a safe play. You know, even if he goes for like something crazy, we do have cards to counter everything, and it's not like we're running Cannoneer to where, you know, frickin' 3 Spear Goblins can take my tower. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and play the Mortar here because we got the cannon card in the back. We haven't really had to use that very much yet. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and just log right here because that Dark Goblin is always scary. So, you know, that's just good to deal with. But we will get that tower pretty low, so we will be able to get the win here, I think. Let's go ahead and play the cannon card. We really just have to play defense at this point because we can fireball that tower. We have the cannon card there. He does have the Princess going in. Let's go ahead and play the Mortar right here, and then I'm actually going to play my Evil Bats. The Dark Goblin will kind of shred through them a little bit, but, you know, it's just a good way to kind of cycle, and then that one bat will help take out that Hog Rider. That is crazy that he's been saving Mega Knight for this long. I'm going to go ahead and just play the Miner here. That will tank for a little bit, and then we can go ahead and fireball. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next match. Alright, guys, next matchup. Sorry, I started the recording a tiny bit late, but this guy has Royal Ghost. He's got the Goblinstein, as you can see. Let's go ahead and fireball that and just get rid of that. Don't want to deal with that, and then, you know, we can log it if we need to or anything. I'm going to go ahead and play the cannon card here, though. Actually, that is crazy. Okay, hold up. Let's go ahead and log here. I'm logging really close to the tower so that the Ram Rider doesn't get the dash on the tower, and then the Goblinstein ability went down as well, so he's going to use that elixir, and he's going to be bankrupt. That is crazy that he's going to hit us with the lightning, though. I'm going to go ahead and play a Miner on the tower, and then do I want to do bats or Spear Goblin? I'm going to do bats here and see what we can get. That's good that we did bats because he played the bar barrel, so that worked out well. I mean, we're up in damage, so I can't complain. I'm not mad about that. That was a little bit crazy to hit us with the Ram Rider and the lightning like that, a little bit disrespectful, but I think we're good. This is going to be a bit of a scary matchup. I think the lightning is going to be a little bit stressful, as well as just the zap, but I think we could probably pull with the Mortar as long as we spread out the cannon cart and then deal with him. Okay, I'm not going to play my cannon card to counter the Royal Ghost, so you just play your Goblin gang right there in the middle like that, and then it splits up and it will fully counter the Royal Ghost. I'm going to play the Mortar here as well to kind of put the pressure on this guy, just because he's going for the, you know, the slow push with the Pekka, and he's probably going to play a Ram Rider. And then I'm going to play my Evil Bats right on the Pekka. We played the cannon cart, which is good. Ooh, this is not good, actually. Okay, he's going to pop that ability guaranteed to take out the Evil Bats. Okay, how do we want to do this? Let's go ahead and fireball here and take all of that out. Okay, that was actually really good. That worked out perfectly. I'm really happy about that defense. I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, that was a bad Goblin gang, actually, because he's going to bar barrel. But let's go ahead and play the bats as well and see what we can force out. There's the zap, so now we can go ahead and play our Spear Goblins, and he was dealing with all of that, so we got some really good damage on the tower. I'm going to go ahead and Evil Mortar right at the bridge here. I'm not going to defensive Mortar, just because he has the lightning. You know, I want to keep the pressure up on this guy. Let's go ahead and play the cannon card here, and then the Evil Mortar should get a shot on the Scientist. So, you know, what we could definitely do in a second here is kind of pressure this guy. We played the Goblin Gang up high just to pull everything and stop him from getting anything locked onto the cannon cart. And then that Ram Rider is going to get absolutely slammed. Let's go ahead and let's fireball right here. Kind of a bad fireball, but I mean, it still works. We're going to get the win here. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next match. Alright guys, next matchup, let's go ahead. And I guess I'm just going to cycle the bats here in the back to get the Evo cycling going, and then you know, we can kind of figure out what we want to do after that. Now, one thing with this deck as well that I will say is, you know, really try to like take advantage of having your Evo bats. Like 90% of the time, I feel like it's not going to work out. That was crazy that he just used his arrows there. That is actually kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and we'll play the Spear Goblins to get some chip damage, and then I'm going to log this Ram Rider. Ooh, I might have messed up the timing. That is crazy. Okay, but anyways, we will defend all of that at least, so we're okay. But yeah, one thing I will say with this deck is really try to take advantage of one-tricking with your Evo bats. I feel like that is something that, you know, not everybody is used to doing. I don't do it enough 100%. I should do it more. But, you know, if you guys played Clash Royale a while ago, a really big thing was to one-trick with Minion Horde and Miner. Obviously, people don't do that anymore because those cards suck now. Well, Minion Horde sucks, but, you know, that was a huge part of the game, and that's something that I got really good at doing, and that's actually how I got to Ultimate Champion the first time. Although actually that was even before Ultimate Champion. That was like, yeah, that was like way back when there was like only trophies and stuff. It was pretty crazy. But so that was how I was able to get some of my wins, and it's a really good way to get wins, especially in the lower trophy ranges. I'm gonna take a bit of a risky play here, and I'm gonna let the Flying Machine lock onto my tower. Then I'm gonna play the Mortar, and then let's wait and see what he does. He's going to Ram Rider, so I'm going to go ahead and play the Evo Bats here, and then we'll just wait and see what he does in response to that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play the Miner here. He missed his arrow, so he is absolutely cooked. This guy just absolutely lost it. He's going to play the Rage, but that's not going to be enough. We'll Goblin Gang the opposite lane there just to kind of keep that pressure up on him. And then we can also play the Spear Goblins as well, just to get some extra damage out of that. Honestly, that worked because he made a mistake, but I mean, like, if it works, it works, right? Game is game. You know what? Like, it worked because we pressured him, right? So he was so flustered that he had to make a mistake. Let's go ahead and let's just play the Mortar on the right side here in that lane, and then let's wait and see what he plays. He's going to play the Goblin Demolisher, so that should lock onto our Mortar, so we should get 1 or 2 shots out of it, I'm hoping. Yeah, that's perfect. We can go ahead and play the bats here. We're going to play them early just to get that cycle going. I'm going to Fireball the Flying Machine this time. I don't want to deal with it. And then we can just play the Goblin Gang here. I'm going to pull that Ram Rider up high using the Mortar, and then he's going to play the Rage. Unfortunately, brother, that is not going to work because we will get a Mortar shot out of the Mortar there, and then he's going to play the Demolisher as well. We can just play the Cannon card here. Even if it gets on our tower, we are going to be okay. We got the damage lead here on both sides. I'm going to Miner on the left side, and then let's play some bats on this side here, and that tower is going to go down on the left side. We can go ahead and log all of this to get some really good value and defend all of that. Then I'll even play the Goblin Gang here just to limit the damage on the left side, just for good measure. That's a good win, so let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go right on into the next match. Alright guys, last matchup, I'm going to go ahead and play the Mortar here because that is the Benny signature to do something absolutely stupid but try to get away with it. He is going to play the Frankenstein, Goblinstein, whatever it is called. So I'm just going to go ahead and play my Spear Goblins here. Actually, I appreciate everybody who you know, in one of my videos I was asking what the heck I should be calling everything, and so I appreciate those of you who are learned people and know the story and actually could tell me what I should be calling everything, so that was pretty cool. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and wait here. I'm going to show you guys a little trick that sometimes I like to do, and you can do this with Goblin Gang or your bats. I'm going to do it with Goblin Gang because it's a little bit easier to watch. But basically you split it in the back like this, and then you wait. And then I'm going to go ahead and Miner on the right side because they always expect you to do it on the left side for some reason. See, he plays the Bomber there. So it just forces them to play a little bit more Elixir, and I also get some chip damage. That's a really good tip that I can give you guys to get a tiny bit of damage. It works, like, I'd say 90% of the time. It works 100% of the time. You know, I 100% would recommend giving that a try. He's going to Zap there. Let's go ahead and let's just play the Mortar in the opposite lane here. The Ice Wizard is not going to do that much damage to my tower, so we don't really have to worry about that. I can play the Cannon card right here to deal with the Frankenstein, Goblinstein man, and then we can just chill out for a second and wait and see what he does. He's going to pop the ability. That was really early to pop the ability. He's probably going to have to counter that Now I'm thinking maybe I could Goblin Gang here and then get away with doing bats and a miner push on the opposite lane here. Let's see if we can get away with that. He just used the Ice Wizard, but I think he has Zap. If I could be wrong. Okay, he has Tornado, so it doesn't work no matter what. We can go ahead and play some Spear Goblins here because maybe they can get a little bit of chip damage at least for us. I think they will get a little bit of extra chip damage because the tower had 1 or 2 shots on the miner when they were running across the bridge, so it gave us like an extra second of damage, which is good. You know, so I can't complain with that. You know, you can never complain with a little bit of extra damage. Let's go ahead and play the Mortar here and then just wait and see what he's going to do. He's going to play the Frankenstein again, Goblinstein. Let's go ahead and fireball all of this. That Evil Bomber is going to get some good damage there, unfortunately, but that's okay. We will counter that. And he's going to pop the ability again. I don't really know why he's going so aggressive with the ability. I feel like that's really risky. Let's go ahead and play the Goblin Gang here, and then let's go ahead and play the Mortar as well. He's going to Evil Zap. I would love to use my bats, but I just know I can't because of the tornado. They'll just get melted. Obviously, it's a good trade for us, don't get me wrong, but it's just not really going to work out the way we would like it to. I'm going to go ahead and just log that, and then he used the tornado, so let's go ahead and play the bats now. Obviously, he has Zap, but maybe we can get away with something. He'll Ice Wizard and then Zap, but again, that was really good damage for us. Then he has to play the card on the miner because the miner was getting some damage. We can go ahead and Mortar here. We do get the Mortar lock. That's huge. Let's go ahead and get the cannon cart in front. We are making the positive elixir trades, baby. And then I think that's going to be game. I don't think he has a way to stop our Mortar. Let's go ahead and log here just to interrupt everything a little bit longer, and that's going to be another Mortar shot, and then we just need one more or a fireball and log. So let's go ahead and let's just play that, and we can actually fireball. I didn't realize we got some extra damage, so that's gonna be a good game. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.